Hello and welcome back to final round chase card coverage from the 2018 San Francisco Open. We are here at Glen Eagles Golf Club. Big Sexy commentary here with you, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
And we see Eagle shooting, I believe, even one under on the front nine, which is very difficult. So it's a good front nine. Josh and Eric are still in it. Cameron falling back a little bit. These players, we are on chase card here, and it is a round in which the wind is dictating the course. I mean, the course design is completely based right now on how well you can handle this wind. And anything can happen on this back nine.
Yeah.
See if these players can make a charge.
Starting off with a very long hole, 1,188-foot par 5, hole 10. It's a super strong tailwind. Could you even imagine this hole in a headwind? So if this was opposite, I feel like this people would be taking 10s.
Yeah, no thank you. I couldn't keep one drive in bounds through the 3 rounds, so I can't imagine if it was a headwind. And Josh just narrowly avoiding the OB off to the left side of the fairway. Eric with a nice low shot down the fairway.
Thank you.
Challenging that goldfinch in the fairway.
Challenge accepted. Eagle going big.
Yeah.
So tough to keep the disc turned over, but still that's cruising. It's probably 600 feet.
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair guess right there. Making it look very easy to do. Cameron.
If this gets an edge and a bit of a skip, yeah, it's not bad. It's a little low. It's still not bad.
Yeah, the tee shot's the one you just want to keep inbounds in position, then you can go really big on the second shot. Josh is...
I'm sure he's trying to get that to flip, but in this tailwind, that's no small task.
This is a hole that is reachable in 2 shots for these top players. We have not seen a 3 all weekend on it. If there's a round to do it, this would be the one.
This is a pretty good time for that. This is super high, but dropping fast. That's a great crush. Stay in bounds.
Wow.
Stay in bounds. Come on.
Did
no way.
You did it. That was on you.
Yeah, I'll take, that's how the world be.
Oh, man. Tough break there for Cameron. The nice rip, just the disc would not stop rolling. Eric with 2 phenomenal shots. Going to put him in good position for maybe 150 left to the pin. And Eagle's got other plans in mind.
Get to an edge.
Just unable to hit that edge that he needed. All the power, not quite the right angle out of his hand. Oh, very nice shot from Cameron. You could see how many trees that had to navigate.
Great shot from Josh. Uh-oh.
So fast, getting that putter up in the air.
10% chance to make that putt.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a hard putt with the wind in the way it is. Eagle, perfect layup. 100% chance to make that putt. Frustrating par for Eric after 2 big drives, set him up perfectly.
And in these conditions, any birdie that you can get, as Josh taps in his, is a big bonus. I mean, there's 2 holes in this course playing under par. So
yeah,
a birdie is huge.
Yep.
Every hole.
Hole 11, par 3, 302, low ceiling. You can play a big turnover. You could play even a high forehand probably with these wind conditions. Low forehand also in play. I did see some rollers, but I think this wind is probably not your friend if you're thinking of laying one down. quite getting the lift.
Pushing it, but also slamming it at the same time. I'm curious if he's going to go for the high. No, he's going for the medium height forehand. And pushing just a bit, but...
Good.
Yeah. It's going to be a direct tailwind putt from there. And Eric, same thing he did in round 2, just dialed it into tap-in range. Perfect.
Here's that lower skip line.
Wow. Really
Yes.
nice shot from Cameron. Josh likes to do this step back run in putt. Good effort from that distance. And that's the distance that Eagle's been feasting on competition this season. Hasn't necessarily been a terrible putting round so far for him. He's had a couple nice putts, but it hasn't been a great one either. And so rarely ever is a good putting round in days like this. You know, I mean, if you're picking today to be your good putting round, you're going to be killing the field.
Yeah, especially if you're judging good by the standard of a calm day. I mean, you know, a good putting round today is like making 85% in the circle, which generally would be considered pretty bad.
Yeah.
Hole 12, par 3, 444 downhill into this cove on the right side. You can throw a big roller, big forehand, or turnover. Get down there for some kind of look. There are some logs that kind of guard the pin though, so it can be tricky. Eric going roller. This is really good angle. It's actually a little too much angle. He's going a little long.
It's not easy to do with the roller. It's in this headwind, it tends to want to curl super early.
Yeah.
Especially with the slope.
Good opportunity here. Oh, that's
oh no.
a disaster.
He's going to have less obstacles in the way from there, but you're looking at every bit of 350 left.
Wow, look at the wind just play with that.
Thrower.
Roller. Don't go back to the golf green or the bunkers.
We actually saw Philo.
Whoa, I still saw it going left.
We saw Philo roll through 2 bunkers, successfully navigating through each one to way out to the left side, and then ended up proceeding to get up and down from there.
Wow.
And this is no thrower. This is intentional all the way.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere where you can secure yourself a guaranteed 3 on this hole is bonus. I mean, in these conditions, this is a nightmarish hole.
This looks like a really good shot. A little short, I think.
And there you see the graphic averaging 3.4.
Look at Josh. Over the fairway of the previous hole.
Oh, goodness, and he's gone quite a bit long.
Yeah.
Fortunately, in these woods here, the wind is somewhat died down, so you don't have to concern yourself with that as much, but still, 40 feet is 40 feet.
Wow, Eric almost with a highlight putt there.
Let's see if Eagle can knock down the elusive birdie on this hole. Oh, just over the top. And yeah, Josh is displeased with this effort. You can see that flag is not moving at all right now. Probably because it's wrapped up in itself, but
Yeah.
but it's not as windy, obviously, here. We're a little bit protected. One birdie on the day on hole 12. Incredibly difficult.
Hole 13, par 3, 347 into one of the strongest headwinds on the course, right at this spot.
Yeah,
it's funneling right into just coming up near 30 miles an hour, I think. So really overstable disc required, really a hard throw, probably 425 power maybe to get up to the pin, even though it's measuring 347.
Yeah, measured. I'm curious about that because I feel like this is longer, even in calm wind. It plays longer than 345, 347.
It is maybe a little uphill as well.
If you have the power to go around all of these arching branches, that's the best way to play this hole. And only a few players on tour have that kind of power. This is one of those guys, but he's even going for the low skip shot. Really nice effort there. And I mean, if Eagle's coming up short, throwing it hard, that's telling you right there, this is a long hole.
What does a lefty do here?
I think that tunnel shot suits the eye, but in this kind of headwind, it's so hard to trust something that's going to flip over. You just
you don't want to flip it early.
Yeah, you don't know how much flip it's going to get.
And that could be a little bit of a treacherous upshot from way up there. If this can drop, it might be perfect.
I mean,
so close.
That's like Deion Sanders out there, man. It catches everything. Oh.
Tester putt.
Wow, look at that. Deion Sanders once again.
Wow, John.
Oh, my goodness. And you can see the undulations of this putt. Lifting, dropping, carrying. Maybe not as much lift and drop as I thought from that initial footage, but...
Such a tough day to earn a SloMez, though.
Yeah, right.
And he did it.
Yeah, we had one on the front nine with Eagle on hole 8 and Josh here on hole 13. Oh, goodness. All right, I feel like I can now upgrade this to a 4 putting round on Eagle's effort. I mean, it's just not what we're normally used to seeing.
Super stylish. You can wear this thing on the course, off the course. You let people know you're representing disc golf out there when you're wearing shirts like this. Also very soft, very comfortable. I feel like I'm wearing silk in this and it's cotton. How did they do that?
That ad gets me every time, man. It just makes you smile.
Definitely. Hole 14, par 3, 263 feet up the tunnel. There's also a backhand hyzer play that I wouldn't be surprised to see some of these guys take given the wind. So either forehand up the middle, maybe mid-range up the middle, though you're asking a lot out of that mid-range on a day like today. This looks like the hyzer play. Very good.
I was slightly surprised to see how many players were doing this hyzer line. Almost every player in my group went for this hyzer line, and so far all 3 players have gone for that hyzer line. This fairway does slope from right to left, so these hyzer greens are coming in. And Cameron going for what appears to me is the more traditional play, just the tunnel up the gap, up the middle. But yeah, I guess I'm surprised. Eric has a really good forehand touch shot, and as does Josh. But
I just feel like taking more trees out of play, though that initial gap is pretty tight.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable gap to hit. That's, I guess, why I was so surprised to see so many players go for that shot.
That was a good effort.
Man was able to keep the disc slow enough to not go down that hill after the miss.
That is a very good 25-footer. That, again, it's hard to overstate how difficult these conditions are.
Really good for a 25-footer when it's from 30 feet. I mean, that makes it
That's
excellent.
even better 25-footer.
And Josh with a more conventional 25-foot putt.
Oh, I think it was
from actually
22 feet, actually, so...
Splitting hairs.
Good hit by Eric. Hole 15, par 3, 465, going back downhill with the tailwind. Elevated basket though, so you may have guessed putting will be tough. Have said that before, but watch out here because it not only elevated but also the slope of the hill. So if you miss this one, if you're down there to the right, this basket looks about 20 feet tall. Josh is throwing a leopard here. And this is gonna hyzer out.
And with 4 holes to go, it's worth mentioning that before the tournament, we were kind of predicting what score would come in as the winner. And we were tossing around the 20 to 21 range at 7 under an average per round, which was the pace through round 1 and 2. Obviously, the conditions are much more difficult this last round with this wind. Scores are averaging a lot higher. However, we still feel like 20 is about the number where the leader should be coming in. With only 4 holes to go, if Eagle or Josh want to make a run at this title, they're going to need a birdie out.
Yeah.
And we're talking 17 and 18 are incredibly tough headwind birdies. You're going to need to birdie this hole. You're going to need to birdie the island hole and somehow find a way to get 17 and 18.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, I really think it's going to be difficult to catch Paul and Ricky at the pace they're playing.
Cameron with the hyzer, little short. Probably leaves him 40 feet or so.
And we have no really good looks at birdie here on this one, so it's going to be a position play there. Josh, that is leaving a lot of skin in the potato. Yeah, Eric's waving to the gallery that's not clapping for him. Cameron.
Oh, man, he was a little closer than 40, but what a bid.
Oh, and it's so hard to leave it high on this elevated basket with a crazy tailwind.
You see Eagle just lay that up.
Wow.
Oh, sit down.
Not. Oh, goodness. It did not sit. This putt for bogey.
Oh, no.
Wow, and just like that, Josh Anthon is going to be eliminated from title contention with a double bogey, dropping him to 12 under. A rare mishap from such a solid putter.
In for par. Eagle gonna take a par. Eagle and Eric content to just lay up after solid drives. But you can see why. What happened to Josh there could happen to anybody.
That's right.
Always cheesing.
Yeah.
Hole 16, par 3, 285. This one is going downhill a little bit, kind of a crosswind, and it is an island green. So if you miss this island, you proceed to the drop zone about 65 feet away, where you're going to be taking a 4 or maybe a 5 if you mess that short shot up. Very tricky play, forehand or backhand available. Forehand is going to fight the wind a little bit, maybe more than the backhand will. This is going to be really close.
Oh,
that is
catching the back edge of the quinoa.
Wonderful.
No, I'm not talking about the vegetarian, vegan food quinoa.
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yep.
Even regular old meat eaters can have quinoa these days.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you don't have to be a vegetarian, I suppose.
This looks perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're loving that.
Cameron getting a little bit of FollowFlight action here in a round that's been kind of a tough one for him. But a beautiful shot thrown here. Almost getting the garbage can.
That's great. And setting up a tailwind. Can't ask for anything more.
A tailwind tap in.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Wow.
That was so close. Oh,
No way.
are you kidding? That's so insane.
That's the best putt we've seen today. That was incredible.
Yeah, hands down. One of the better putts we've seen all weekend. There's just no way to really, truly explain how much that wind is coming in on this hole. To give you an example, Avery Jenkins had that same line, but was 25 feet away, pitched it under the basket.
Yeah.
25 feet. Oh,
Wow.
using the entire bucket.
Noisiest putt award goes to Eagle.
And they've actually decided he gets first and second place.
Wow. It did hit the basket 2 to 3 times. Mm-hmm. Great job by Cameron there for that birdie. Hole 17, par 3, 442 feet uphill behind these large trees. It is so far uphill. You've got to throw a anhyzer to flex with an overstable disc or a roller. Wind is ripping kind of left to right headwind.
This hole played, what, 540 the first 2 rounds?
Feels like it.
I think it's playing close to 6 at this point. I mean, this elevation is so high. And Eagle, that is a surprising play with this wind. You're just going to see it get pushed.
Oh, it was going to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah, it was. Wow.
Oh, look at this roll.
Oh, come on. Well, yeah, that's what this hole does. If it has an edge and it's rolling, it wants to funnel back down this hill. Josh just laughs out of his hand. If you don't know Josh, he is a very enjoyable human being. Very great sense of humor. He likes betting side bets, and he's also...
I would say he loves betting side bets.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
More than anyone I've ever seen.
And he's a button pusher, so you tend to get baited into taking his bets because you want to prove him wrong, but you're usually not going to beat him.
Yeah. Eric going with the big air shot. Get a little flex for him.
Keeps drifting. I think the play on this one is to take your most overstable disc that you have and rip it on some anhyzer and just hope that it fights back up the hill.
I went roller here to kind of a similar place where Eagle is.
Yep.
And I was behind this giant tree, couldn't see the basket at all.
Chucked it in and it spit out. Sorry, I ruined your story.
I tried, but I didn't try to. I mean, I tried to lay up. I threw Firebird, and then I just heard a chain explosion that I couldn't see.
We heard you from the group behind us, so turned around, and then I hear the awls.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any of it, but it was a total accident. Had it gone in, it would have been extremely lucky.
Your problem? You know what it was? You know why I didn't stay in?
What do you think?
Not from Charlotte, North Carolina.
That helps.
2 2s on the day. Grady Shoe, Jeremy Koling.
Okay.
Charlotte, North Carolina in the house.
Nice. Oh, shoot.
Struggles continue for Cameron, unfortunately. You know, perhaps if you were still living in Asheville, North Carolina, that could have
Might have
helped you.
stuck. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping the camera caught it because it'll be fun to see what exactly happened.
You threw too hard.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if it was a driver, I was trying to play a skip shot and the thing just lifted into the basket. Hole 18, par 4, 719 feet going uphill the whole way. You've got a little OB pit on the left, OB rough on the right, OB green, 3 sand traps, and a cart path. So you want to get as big a drive as possible. And then I don't know what to do on the second shot. I've gone out of bounds 3 times.
Yeah.
So
who knows?
Some people are birdieing it, I've heard.
Yeah, it's been birdied.
This guy probably birdies it a lot. That's perfect. That's better than perfect.
Yeah, that's what's better than perfect?
Eagle.
Eagles. That drive is, yeah, I agree. And if Eagle wants a shot at the contention here, he's got to walk away with a 3 on this hole. I mean, you're going to be grabbing a stroke on the field with a birdie here. And at 16 under, you're probably not in the running for the title. It's hard to say, but you are certainly in contention for top 3.
That's not too bad. Maybe a little lower than he wanted, but I would be happy with that. I think he's.
I can't
tell if
he
he's
is happy.
fired up or if he's annoyed.
I think he's a little bit both.
Yeah.
A nice shot there from Cameron. This hole does suit the lefty's eye quite well. Mm-hmm. You can fade back into the hillside as opposed to falling down the hill.
I don't think Josh likes this one.
And this is heading
to an okay spot. Stays safe.
Very fortunate. So much out of bounds up there in that area. Cameron with a good bit of power. Giving this a nice line.
Wow.
Oh, just a bit short of the basket.
Awesome shot. This needs to drop.
And this is drifting. This is going OB.
Dang it. I thought the wind was there. She wasn't.
If Eric wanted to tie Josh Anthon, he's going to need Josh to, well, he's
not going to tie
no,
him.
that's gone now. The opportunity's gone.
And the perfect forehand from Eagle. Just long of the pin, and you've got to be long here. You don't want to mess with all that OB.
That's right. And you do have a nice backstop for that shot.
Good run from Josh. Going to be an easy par. Eric for a big-time save.
And for a top 10 finish.
Nicely done.
Eric Oakley in at 12 under. Cameron for the birdie finish. What a great birdie. Great way to finish your round. It's been a tough round for Cameron, but
he finished strong.
It's going to help him smile a little bit.
Great tournament from Eagle.
Yeah, 17 under is a great score to post.
Nothing left to do but watch the leaders come up the hill and see if 17's enough. There it is. Eagle at 17, Josh at 13, Eric at 12. Final leaderboard coming up. It is Paul Macbeth. Slow finish for him. He actually went 2 over on the last 3 holes, but comes in 19, takes the win. Eagle sneaks up there into second.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us all week for coverage from San Francisco. We had a great time. Hope to be back. And if we are, we will see you there, I'm sure.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to San Francisco Open coverage. We're here in the park. Everything's going well. And we've got a couple more giveaways for you guys. We got the orange destroyers, the sweet ones.
Yeah, that's right.
And we got 2 more of them out of the stash just for the commenters and subscribers on the video. So this right here, silver star stamp, this guy's front 9 comment.
Back 9, baby. Make sure you subscribe. It means a lot to us. It shows how much you guys support us. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you watch us all the time, that doesn't make any sense. So make sure you do that. Hit that button right now. And really appreciate you guys checking out all our videos.
If you want to know if you are the lucky winner, it's going to be a reply to your YouTube comment. So make sure you're getting back on the tube after a few days to check if you won these awesome discs. Beaver State Fling coming up next. Jomez has FPO coverage, so you're probably not going to get any Big Sexy in your life, maybe ever again.
Yeah, this is it. This is probably the last video. Now we're gonna take a little hiatus, I think, so we'll probably be coming back at you guys sometime around Ledgestone. But really appreciate your support. If you guys haven't subscribed to our Patreon accounts, it means the world to us. Go ahead and throw $1 in per month. I mean, just $1 helps so much. So thank you very much for supporting us there.